Oh yeah, fails. This is gonna be for Oni doing a live stream for Hellblade.
All right.
Alright, just give me a
Or
heads up.
publicly accessible.
Yep, we are literally now live, so. You know what the annoying thing is that the way things are set up, I can't really audio test properly without being in-game, so I'm just taking a rough guess and hoping things are fine.
There.
Guess we're about to find out.
Hello. Who are you?
Nice.
Doesn't
The
matter.
Discord audio's coming through, all right?
Welcome.
Yep.
You're safe with me. I'll be right here.
I'm
Listen
assuming
close
on
so I
Twitch?
can speak without alerting
Actually, YouTube.
YouTube, it's linked in the general stream postings.
Senua. Now her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she come back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead.
Feel you coming.
Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking?
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
I've never actually played this game before.
It's really cool, actually. I think the reason I'm playing this is because Armored showed it to me like one time when I went up to visit him.
Finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
From what I've seen of it, it's one of those games that are kind of lopsided on its pillars of game design.
Yeah.
Where they went for something that looks really cool and tried to go for a big story. But
Yeah, that's what I got too.
But they kind of lacked in the actual gameplay side of it.
I mean, I've only played like the very early parts of this,
Look around.
so I can't speak too much about how it gets later in the game.
The drowned. The
Yeah.
sick. The slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her.
I forgot how long this intro is.
They're watching her.
It's been a while.
Go back.
What's her deal with this island again? Is she trying to like bury her boyfriend's head or something?
So to my recognition, at least from what I gathered from the bit I played, she's basically going to hell to save her husband.
I can tell you. She's afraid.
Basically, this island's supposed to be like the gateway to hell.
You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto
I guess it's too much to ask to just go, your husband's dead, babe.
towering over her.
Just wipe all that gunk off your face. You look kind of pretty, and go find yourself another husband.
I mean, to be fair, this is like the ancient,
Just out of sight,
like, Norse.
where you're most vulnerable. It's It's like it knows that just enough light.
The only person I think's got a
You
revolving
need to see it
door
suffocating
ticket for hell is fucking Kratos.
Yeah.
I have one.
Okay, we need to make sure we get our hell straight. Are we talking about hell or are we talking about hell?
In my case, yes, I have a revolving pass for all of them.
Okay, good to know. That might come in useful.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her.
It only works for me, though.
Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
I just noticed we do have something on our hip.
Yeah, it's like someone's skull.
Alright, well, we're finally off the boat.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was as contrived as the Far Cry 5?
What is she looking at?
No.
What is she?
The one after the... No, Far Cry...
I know what she's
One of them.
thinking.
I think Far Cry 4.
I hear her thoughts.
You get locked in an area
It's not
because
too
you're
late
trying
to
to
get into the boat and go back.
dump your grandmother's ashes.
No one will ever know.
Right.
And you're trying to go to a special mountain
she
and
heard us.
place them. It's like... There's a war going on. Dump her in a bin.
Yeah.
And just hop a
Don't
train
do
and get
that.
the fuck out.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away the world that conspired to cause so much suffering.
And now your only lifeline
There's
is
nothing to go
gone.
back to,
Yeah.
and worse to look forward to.
Your badly made
Why
wooden
don't you
canoe.
join us?
Actually, to be fair, you could probably
Maybe you
swim
two
out
have
and
a part
grab
to play
that.
in this story.
Alright. In control now.
Use your
Give us a
eyes.
walk cycle. Let's see the turn radius.
Come closer.
Do not forget my stories, Senua.
Take it closer.
Because your darkness comes from hell. Do not forget my
Oh,
stories.
I accidentally restarted it.
Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Oh, is that all? Okay.
Listen, the cosmology of potentially largely Norse-based mythology is very complicated, and you're going to go through a lot of places to get to where you want to go, and you're not even going to end up where you want to be. You're going to end up where you need to be.
You know what? Fair enough.
They're coming. You can't do it. They're coming now. They're coming.
This place probably smells awful.
It probably does.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for
And with the premise that this lady is schizophrenic,
Yeah.
it's
That's actually a very big part of it.
It's possible that this is all in her head, and this entire isle. This is just a random island that she's gone to.
Well, going off the
anything-
trailer for the second
and
game,
there's
it's
that.
not all in her head, because the second trailer does actually have, like, Jotuns. So it's partially in her head. But there are actual, like, supernatural entities in this world.
the old fool was right.
Well, you can't really trust it because it's now through her eyes.
Yeah.
The river of
And
Knives across
it's
which
already established
lies
she's
the
insane.
halls of hell.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia doesn't make you insane.
But this could be just a normal world, or heck, this could be modern era, and she's just wandering around a city park.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out.
And has butchered up a cop.
No.
Oh yeah, that's a skull.
There's no doubt about it.
I'm more willing to use the suspension of the idea that they're both acknowledging the real problem that is schizophrenia, but also using it as sort of like an allegory for how people perceive seers of old and how people could actually be aware of these weird spiritual worlds that other people couldn't see.
Yeah.
Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead.
That's a hell of a structure.
But his soul is in Helheim. His soul still lives. She needs to save his
Gotta say, watching the stream with the audio on and talking to you all, it is very odd to hear my own voice and everyone's on like a 10-second delay playing back into my ears.
The bridge to hell.
Yeah.
I kind of muted.
It takes
I
some
have
getting
the,
used to.
Forget its name.
I have it muted, and I'm just going by the
Subtitles.
subtitles.
But they don't
Yeah.
get dead. They cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget.
You're missing
Just
out
so
on like
I-
a lot of little creepy whispers then.
Old fool said there
He's still getting the crux of what he needs, though.
Fair.
Let's see, shall we?
It's just so my mic doesn't pick it up and then bounce it back into the audio, and we get this infinite loop.
Ah.
Ah, yes, the sound wave.
You not have a headset, or?
No, I don't use one.
Ah.
Failsy's a silly boy.
Good. Oh, looks...
I had one, and I think my brother broke it.
oh yeah,
As he was wont to do.
that's something that can happen too. Oh boy, frame rate's taking a bit of a hit. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, I don't know if it's the game or my machine. Like, this is a decently old game, and this is a decently good machine. So... it could just be the area.
Northmen speak of 9 worlds.
It
Could also
is.
just be in conjunction with the fact you're both streaming and in a
Sky
Discord
gods
call
dwell
right
in
now.
Asgard.
Yeah.
The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim.
There was the thing that this is a
The evil ones
not
dwell in
quite
Svartalfheim.
indie game.
The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants
So
dwell in
optimization might be a bit
Niflheim is the
slipped a
world
bit.
of ice and darkness.
Hard to say.
Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Oh. Apparently Helheim is where we must travel.
You must pass between the many heims.
There's a
Say
lot
hi,
of times.
say hi to Kratos for me.
That's the way.
I shall now continue my joke by saying if you get stuck in between two of them, you must perform the Heimlich maneuver.
Ah.
Keep going, whatever you do, don't stop. You can't. This isn't right. You have to turn back. You've got to go. Get down. What's she waiting for?
I just love how throughout the entire game you just have these voices shit talking you in your ear.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
It's just what happens.
Yeah.
Speaking as someone with a mental disorder that borders similarly to schizophrenia, it's a very odd sensation.
He's going to hurt you.
You know what? Fair.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
It's dangerous, touch it.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. Never let the bastards catch me.
Your voice has failed you, ears.
Wait.
Drew? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar. An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next.
Is he fighting with you?
I think so.
Tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes.
He's not
seal
quite
the
flighting,
gates
he's
of
not
hell.
still rhyming.
Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like
She
it
needs
to
to
open the
focus
gate.
now. She needs to use her eyes.
It's near. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous.
That's one way to open a gate.
What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It works.
I trust that it'll become more complicated later, but that felt like a very unnecessary puzzle, just given how easy it was.
I think it was more of a tutorial puzzle than
I
anything.
know you did.
You listen when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She was trying to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Oh god. I can't even imagine. There are so many games where I can't even imagine, like, if you're afraid of heights.
You can stand on the edge.
Good god,
Pretend
that's a
it's going
fall.
to be okay. But you know that death is near. Waiting for you.
Yeah, especially when you consider that not only is this heights, but you're walking across wooden
Can't
beams,
just
which,
swish things away.
given the rain, would actually be very slippery.
Yeah.
The world of the dead is ruled by
There we go.
ruled by the giantess Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the Allfather cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Okay, so we're bargaining basically to get our husband back.
I guess it's more or less going to be asking whether or not she even can, given the fact that unless he meets the criteria, he's not even in her domain.
Hello, hello. Who just jumped in?
And hello, Danny.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey. How's it going, guys?
Need to avoid getting speech jammered is going to become much more complicated.
I mean, as long as there's subtitles on with the game, it should be
Yeah,
fine.
I have subtitles on.
Cool.
Yeah, but I like listening to little creepy whispers.
Yeah, I mean, losing out on the creepy whispers if you're observing the stream does
The
kind
gate
of
to Helheim divides the
lessen the
living from
effect
the dead.
some.
Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim.
The door.
Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here.
Quite a few moments where you have to question whether or not if since Senua is actually looking directly at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I think the developers did that on purpose.
Oh, certainly.
You took him from me. I beg you. Let him go.
This adds to the theory that there's a camera crew just following a crazy person around,
Not resist anymore.
just around Central Central Park where she's climbing over rocks.
At least make it a more interesting location than just somewhere in downtown New York.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
The dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She walked into someone's camp,
She's getting infected by the Black Scroll.
put her hand in a bloody
Different game.
I know.
pot.
It's a friend.
Murder.
I gotta say, that parry's pretty satisfying.
Oh, the parry is absolutely satisfying, and you can daisy chain them to no tomorrow.
Oh, right. I'm remembering now. This is somewhat scripted. Yeah, you're kind of meant to lose this. Oh, well, I'll see how long I can last. Oh, God. Getting pretty good at the time again. Oh! And there we go.
Welcome to death.
Yep.
A vision of what's to
Well,
come.
you wanted into Helheim. That's the only way you get in.
Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her
Don't scratch
suffering
it,
will
only
have
makes
been
it
for
spread
nothing.
faster.
It's just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time.
Permadeath system.
A pseudo
Hardest
permadeath.
battles are fought in the mind.
Better be
That's
careful.
what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon
No,
it will take her soul.
I'll say this: it is permanent.
But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
Always got to make sure to consult Skullchan. Or Kun, I don't know.
It would be Kun.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
I just need to kill Surt and Valhalla. Alright.
It won't open.
How will she get through? Why won't
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was
Yeah, you
nothing
got the
but darkness.
Just casually
got
kill the
to-
god of fire and the god of illusion.
Fiery
Nothing wrong with that.
south.
yep,
The
no
sea
biggie.
Cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. Bet you weren't expecting that.
Fair enough. Oh, there's a little tunnel over here. Oh, that just leads me back the way I came, okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting to find stuff, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way you game.
I think when I visited Armored, I went for the illusion, so I think just for the sake of variety, I might go Surt first.
Fair enough.
But this is basically as far as I played last time I played, so I'm pretty blind from this
Yeah,
point.
you went through like 1 or 2 challenges. Is Cert?
No, the other one. I went for the illusion one.
Or-
mankind.
Right.
And the Northmen call upon his
Name
flaming
escapes me.
sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
Started with a V.
Vanaheim, I think it was.
Oh, Varabin?
She found
Oh,
the
for
wretched
Robin.
old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast, who was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Okay, good. This was the wrong way, so I found the thing.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants, and people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Well, that's a problem for me. If I can't endure a journey to the realm of the fire giants, and I have to fight a fire giant.
You'll be fine. It's just going through an experience of getting a bit extra crispy.
Well done. There's a face in there. Oh, okay. I actually was seeing something.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons.
Say
Some
hi
of
to
us
Mama.
further than others.
Yep.
Your father cannot
They hold
see
the
what
power
you
of pattern
see,
recognition.
but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Oh, good to know Senua's mother was supportive. Oh boy. Seems like shit's gonna go down.
Maybe.
Oh god!
He's gone.
Alright, that's one down. Alright. Alright, there we go.
He's finished.
Is everyone down? Barry.
The combat feels very simple, if very cinematic.
It is incredibly effective.
It's very effective, yeah. It has a very good feel to it. Like, the parry in particular feels really nice.
It has an incredibly good feel compared to a lot of games.
Yeah. There's a lot of games that for some reason refuse to actually make the parry feel impactful. Which, as someone who likes parries, really annoys me.
I can never actually get the parry to work in any game. So I resort to dodge roll, and if it's a game that parry is the only way to get through the game in town, then I don't play the game.
Fair enough.
I will say with this game,
The parry timing's very lenient.
the parry timing is one, very lenient, and two, I'm not sure if you're noticing it, but the voices actually will tell you or give you indications when to parry.
I have it muted at the moment.
Yeah. He has it muted so he doesn't get echo. What is this?
Just basically what happens is if, let's say he was fighting 3 guys at once and one of them behind him was about to attack, the voice will go, watch out, and if you hit parry at that point in time, you will parry the attack coming from behind.
Alright, I'm focusing. Hold it, or...
I think you were meant to like look at the runes on the door first and then go over here and do this.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to discover the puzzle, find the solution, rediscover the puzzle.
Ah, okay. I thought I already did look at the... Oh, okay. No, I didn't.
I can still smell it. Sweet, sickly stench of burning human
Well, dang, now this is really reinforcing Fail's idea that this is in New York.
Futhark runes are different from English letters.
They are, but it's funny to make a joke.
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
I just said New York because that was the first one that came to mind, but this silly idea that this is like a modern woman's insanity, and she's just wandering around a city park with a camera crew that is wandering around documenting her for like a one of those feel good or not so much feel good, but a story about mental health.
The path
Just
to Helheim.
this woman has been eating trash out of the garbage can for the last week.
Walk amongst the dead.
This is an indictment on
Towards the gate,
the health system.
and you will see that it has opened.
Alright. That wasn't too bad.
Definitely not what's happening, but I understand your point of comedy.
Oh,
First came,
boy, that doesn't look pleasant.
I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy.
In the scene earlier where she thought she died,
I wish now that they
or
had seen
actually
me
died,
like the others.
It's like
Probably
a
got-
premonition.
I rode their storm
probably
fire,
stabbed herself with a
death, slavery to many lands.
needle from a trash can.
This darkness you speak of,
Got a little bit of heroin.
I know it
As I
well.
will say, that's probably going to get to the point of being insensitive into something you probably shouldn't be saying while it's actually a public stream.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was gonna say, this is live.
I think I'm the only one watching.
You might
I'm
be.
watching it, I just have it muted so that I don't get echoed.
Yeah. Interesting, it only shows me one viewer, but...
I'm
Same.
also watching it.
I guess it's just YouTube fucking up then.
Possibly?
What if I just Nope, still the same.
It's trying to give you that personal experience. Each person is the only one watching the stream.
Thanks, YouTube. I appreciate it. Oh, God! Oh, shit! Wrong button. Oh, he's super armored. Alright. There we go.
Don't let them get behind you. Don't let them surround you.
There we go. Camera! Camera! Okay, there we go.
Behind you.
Oh! There we go.
Watch out. Watch out. He's stronger than you.
Oh, crap.
The sword also glints every time that you can do a parry.
I think it glints anytime you successfully pull one off, actually. Okay.
Do it. You're close. Him.
Whew. Okay. That wasn't too bad.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Need to find the fire. Oh, gee, I wonder if that's it over there.
Hard to say.
It's a fire.
Kind of find it funny that you're being blocked by a wooden door with massive braziers in front of it. It's like you just push the brazier over into the door.
You can't disrespect the visuals of it.
Oh, boy.
Time for running.
If you don't run, it's time for burning.
Oh, God.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
Is that an actual person being
I think
that
so.
recorded?
Yep, there's some
yeah.
FMV in this game.
Yeah.
Where's the fire gone? Where's it gone? It was everywhere. Maybe it was an illusion. It was a trick. Maybe it was the pyre. Surt is through there. For you. He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will
will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth said, find your own path.
There's always another way.
Find another path. There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it. Truth is waiting for you.
It was never going to be that easy.
He's waiting.
Yeah, I kind of figured I wouldn't be able to walk in through the front door.
Find him.
The pyre.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Thank you, Lore Rock. Okay.
Another gate. Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire.
Another fire sacrifice. It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it? Remember.
Everything will burn.
Concentrate. Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn, then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
I have a feeling it's going to be a bit of a maze. The energy giving me.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Oh, there's a Lore Rock down there.
Lore Rock.
That takes priority, hold up. Anyway, I wish you could move a little faster but a brisk jog. He's got that Silent Hill 2 protagonist running speed.
Listen, not everyone's interested in jogging. Some people want to just take it as a leisurely
We
stroll.
call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Okay. So basically Ragnarok's gonna happen, and Fenris is gonna fuck the world up.
You know,
Well, I guess not specifically Fenris, but he participates.
Eh.
There's a lot of things that participate with, you know, the end of the world.
Yeah. And apparently, according to God of War, Kratos is going to be one of them. Which actually is very apropos for him.
He's just casually giving it a kickstart. It's fine. Listen, when you are dad of boy, you got to give things a kickstart.
Yes. He is the dad of boy. Okay, now you're running.
Well, yeah, now there's fire involved.
Alright, book it, faster, faster! Oh boy.
Do your gods answer your prayers? prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Yeah. I like the idea that Senua is collecting voices in her head like fucking Pokemon. I think the story even explicitly mentioned, like, he's a new voice.
I mean, some stuff happened with him.
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
The Northmen
There's-
say that at Ragnarok,
There's definitely
the
going to be a
sons of
question mark as to
Muspel
whether or
travel
not
to
he's a
battle in the
voice
ship
or whether or
called
not he's a
Naglfar.
ghost.
The corpse.
Yeah, I'm honestly leaning more towards
And when the
Ghost.
sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open. And
Or maybe
search
he's
will lead
like
them.
a ghost
Wherever
who
he
cannot
goes,
actually communicate,
flame
but
will erupt
Senua's
before him.
twisted Saki is
Fires will burn
reconstructing
behind him.
what he would be saying based off the intentions you can feel.
Yeah. It's one of the above. Oh, another
Or
puzzle door.
mysterious fourth option, he's actually still alive and just really good at disappearing when he wants to.
Okay.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers. Insist
You've got
gods
Bowtie
darkness.
and R.
Yeah.
I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
The voice is a doctor chasing with a trank gun.
Gods.
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Let's see.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Okay, so there's a puzzle here. So I need to look for Bowtie, and I need to look for the letter R.
The ghosts of the letters are appearing there, so it makes me think that it's seeing
Oh,
something.
it's seeing... Well, now the R is in focus.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay, that's a little... That was a little more
That
hidden
was
than I
actually
expected.
kind of... That one wasn't super apparent what you were looking for.
Yeah, that one was a little more, interpretive. Say. Oh, they give you like a little bit of a visual hint where you're supposed to look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's around here.
Those two cross trees.
Ah, yep. Ah, yes, the additional voice in Senua's head because I record from desktop audio. Discord notification. I forgot to set myself to do not disturb.
Listen, of all the voices that could be in her head, one actually called Discord makes entire sense.
Yes.
You gotta run from that file.
Yep. Sprinting. Oh god. Oh shit. I'm dead. Okay. I thought that you can move through the fire. Clearly I was wrong.
Crispy.
You were supposed to go up the stairs, I think.
Ah. Okay, well.
It happens.
Yeah, I assumed I was gonna die eventually. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't die sooner. Especially because I was taking it very casually when I was running from that one... from the first fire. Yeah, just casually stroll from the fire. You don't need to run.
Listen. You just have to carry on through the fire and the flames. You don't have to run.
Okay, so up the stairs. Okay. Senua, I need you to jump down. Thank you. Oh god! Shit!
You got friends in the fire.
Okay.
Behind you!
Come on. Okay, now run! Sprint!
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world and cry!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No. I see nothing now.
Okay. I think there's one more floor rock in this area, at least going off what the game just kind of showed me.
Just got to find the rock.
Yes, because I noticed the runes mark which floor rocks you've collected. Up there it is. That was easy.
What we see as a rainbow is the bridge that goes from the world of men to the world of the gods. For now, they
Yep,
say
there's
that
few
frost
truly
giants
kind of
and giants can't
asinine,
cross it. But they say that when Ragnarok comes,
difficult to
not a
find
thing in this world will
spots.
be safe. The Rainbow Bridge will break under the onslaught of the fire giants riding on flaming steeds. Senua, I have seen the fire of Surt spread far and wide, and to our lands. Ragnarok is coming.
Okay, well, Ragnarok's on its way, apparently.
I mean, isn't it always?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally an inevitable fate, to my understanding, in Norse mythology.
Yeah, and if you ask some Christian missionaries, it already happened. The humans that were left alive after the fact, oh, we call them Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. As it be.
I thought the conversion for that was talking about the flood.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Well, I mean, like, there's very few, like, world religions or belief systems you're gonna find that don't have some kind of great flood myth anyway.
Yeah.
Floods are ubiquitous. People experience them.
Yeah, and the closer a culture is to, like, a river valley or the ocean, they're more likely to have a flood myth.
Yeah.
Pretty much all early cultures were close to them. That's basically how they survived.
Yeah. I mean, the cradle of humanity is in the Tigris and Euphrates for a reason.
They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
I think I remember this rune being a little asinine in how you got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I think it has something to do with this flag post. Showing me the one with the kind of. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one actually. Maybe.
Yeah, it's showing you the Thorn Rune, not...
Yeah. Oh, you actually know what rune it is.
It's one of the few ones I know.
Ah, okay.
I don't know many runes, but
That's
that
fair.
one...
Oh, wait. No. It's not explicitly showing me that one on screen right that. Oh, now it is, so it's going to be somewhere around here. Oh, wait. I don't think it-
Like, do keep in mind, your perspective can
Yeah.
change how you find them.
Oh, wait. There we go. Alright, that's one down. Unfortunately, she can't slide down ladders. So we just have to slowly walk our way down.
Tick, 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 tick.
Okay, so that's one rune.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'll
showing
be
me.
right back. I'm gonna go grab a snack real quick.
No worries. Alright, so next rune's gonna be around here somewhere. Oh, that was... Okay, that was simple. Expect a little bit more. I imagine there's probably some crazy ones later that really mess with your perspective. In fact, there's probably one... I think I already figured this one out, though. Yep, so it's from here.
It's the rafters to your left.
Rafter to my left.
Further, it was your left when I said it, so it's like 10 seconds ago.
Oh.
So just keep spinning.
Just keep spinning, just keep spinning, just keep spinning, spinning, spinning.
Oh, I see it now. Alright. That's the third one done.
Yeah, I noticed that just at the corner of the screen. It's just like, oh, there's the pattern.
Yeah. Honestly, the one up on the bridge there was probably the most difficult one.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of certain and escape my darkness,
Fair.
then so can
I think I may have to depart.
Alright, have a good night, man. Take it easy.
Hope you do as well, and I hope you enjoy your game.
I've been enjoying it so far, so I think it should be pretty good.
Rock out with it.
Yeah.
Well, chat y'all later.
Bye.
Alright.
keep running. Go on. Nothing will stop. Run, Senua. Run, run, run.
Okay, at least this one's a pretty straight shot. Oh god. Keep moving, keep moving. Don't stop.
She's dying. It's him. It's him.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
Gonna go
This is
head
my
off then,
battle.
Alright, have a good night, man.
Alright.
I have to face it alone.
boys.
Away from
Bye.
Oi.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
spill the blood of Surt. Take his mark, and I will cheat
Oh shit.
and forever be your debt.
You destroyed everything. Everyone. But not
Hello, sir.
fight me now.
It looks like a burning pyramid head a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay, maybe blocking him is not the best thing to do. Oh, he tried to grab me. Okay, you can't block that. Okay, I should dodge. Okay, yep, there's attacks you should... Okay, yeah, I need to stop trying to... There we go. Okay, phase 2.
Stop him! Stop him! He's
Oh.
stronger. Stop him right now.
Okay, hit him. Okay, yep, you have to... Nice try, buddy. Oh! Okay, I've learned your pattern now.
What's he doing? The flame shield! Stay back! Focus! Now! Focus!
Okay.
Focus! It's the only way.
Okay.
Stay away from him. Spurn. Focus!
There we go.
What's happening?
There we go. Alright, that's Cirque down.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep
I
it.
die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest, your truth.
Really takes a different meaning when he says, "I'll see you in hell."
Yeah.
Druth was a troubled man. Scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world.
That was a pretty cool boss fight, actually. It wasn't terribly... It took me a bit, because I forgot you have a dodge in this game.
Senua saw a deep connection
Yeah.
form between the
No, when you got someone who's that heavy hitting,
Yeah. Blocking's not really an option. I was surprised you couldn't parry him, at least, though.
was the source of
That seems like the kind of boss where, like, you can't block him normally, but you would be able to parry him.
she could from him. Until she
Maybe I just got the timing wrong.
what he saw.
There's a couple bosses like that in action games where it's like, you can't block them normally, but you can parry them.
I return.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So I managed to successfully defeat Suture.
Oh, Surtur?
Surtur. Right, it's pronounced Sur.
Or Surt.
I keep forgetting that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, deciphering ancient Norse is more an art than a science.
Yeah. Isn't it similar with, like, ancient Gaelic? Because I know there's some really wild pronunciations in that as well.
Yeah, a lot of Indo-European and
Have you ever
Northerner
died before?
languages there is.
It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others,
Like,
you know when it is true.
just because I don't know how much I can say about what I know about the game, because I don't want to give you spoilers.
Alright, no worries.
An imposter.
And plus, you know, for if anybody watches VOD later, I don't want to give spoilers either.
Ever again.
Yeah. Completely understandable.
Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
I still find it cool that that actually was something. Like, I saw the face in the waterfall, I'm like, is that a thing? And yeah, it was.
Yep.
But now I know to keep an eye out for more faces in the environment.
It's not just going to be waterfalls.
I assumed as much. Look, nothing can be more asinine than some of the medallions in Resident Evil 5. There were some BSSA medallions, which are basically the collectible in that game. Oh god, shit! Woo! Okay. Cool. This guy's got a hammer.
Yep. This is one of them big boys.
He's down. Finish it.
Okay, you can parry these guys. Oh god. Ooh, they hurt! Oh, I noticed you can actually... Oh, okay! Now my focus is a time freeze. It's basically like a super mode.
Yeah, the game mechanics, they play out really cool.
They do. Oh god!
They have very few, but they are incredibly honed.
Yeah, no, this game plays well.
It is the prime example of do a few things and do them well in game design.
Yeah.
I think a term I've heard for it before is this game has very little fat.
Yeah, it has very little fluff. What it does very...
Does very, very well.
There we go. Okay, so I probably need to get around you.
The gate won't open. She can't get through. Why not? The gate. She can't. Why? She's only done one test. Just one. She's only.
Okay, so now I got a little bit more enemy variety. We got shield guys, we got guys with hammers.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey.
You've got guys,
and feasts on their remains.
Yeah,
guys that are guys.
You got dudes who are dudes and bros who are bros.
No bros to be found here.
To Valravan,
Just dudes being dudes.
battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
Alright, now this is the part I actually played a little bit of when I visited Armored. Let's see what I remember of it.
Yeah, I did think of one thing I could comment on that I have seen in here that won't give any spoilers. It's just a cool set dressing thing.
Sure, go ahead.
If you have occasionally throughout these areas seen the flag that has the 3 interlocking triangles pointing upwards,
Right.
that's the symbol for Odin.
Oh, yeah.
So clearly these lands that Senua, I mean, I know it says at the beginning of the game that she's going to the Northmen's lands to try to save her beloved. That's
Yeah.
just further set dressing to prove, yes, she is in basically Norse-conquered territory, if not the
And all his sons and
the home
grandsons
country of them.
dark after him.
Yeah.
Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
The position of these runes makes me think they probably pseudo-intended you to fight the illusion guy first. But I don't think it really... I think it's designed you to do it either way, but that's just what it makes me think, given the way the runes are positioned.
I mean, yeah.
But also, Cert was a decent, like, for a first boss, so... I don't know.
They're both really good.
Yeah. I like the design of Cert. He reminds me almost like a Silent Hill monster to a degree. Which I feel kind of ties into the psychological elements of the game a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Is it intentional or not? Hard to say, but it's cool nonetheless.
It is hard to say.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn.
The game
Don't
just doesn't
trust
tell
your
you one way or
eyes.
the other.
Yep.
Find another way to see the truth.
Oh, yeah, I remember there were some cool puzzles with this.
The game is very much loves the show don't tell method of storytelling. And letting you, the player,
Figure
kind of
stuff out.
find your, figure stuff out and find your version of the story, of what's being played out.
It's funny.
Right.
We want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Focus.
Because ultimately, with the conditions Senua has, it may seem tempting to, how to say, try to dismiss it.
Yeah. Just checking something real quick. Keep going.
But playing through the game, what Senua is experiencing is her reality. It is the reality that the game puts you in.
Yep. Yeah, now I realize I should probably set myself to do not. So Discord doesn't keep popping notifications at me. Okay, we're back.
Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried. Begged.
attacked.
The price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Oh, being attacked. Alright.
Finish this. End it now.
Alright, get parried. There's another component of this game's combat that I really appreciate, which I noticed is that parrying actually fills your meter faster. Yep.
It's nearly over. He's gone. Don't let them surround you.
Yeah, it's almost like this game was designed competently. You do the thing correctly. Hey, here's a reward. Your meter fills up quicker.
Yeah. Okay.
The Northmen will not stop her.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
get this.
I'm just feeling a little sassy tonight. Sorry.
Yep.
No worries.
No worries.
You do the thing the game wants you to. You get to do the super fuck you mode.
Yeah. I like how they introduce it to you, too, as basically the mechanic of how you overcome Searcher's fire armor. I wonder if it, like... I wonder if it would actually unlock it first if you didn't fight Surtur first, or if you had to... Or maybe they would find a different way to get you to unlock it for Valheim. Or Valdon.
The...
Valravan's power
Oh, Valravan.
comes from ravens.
Yeah, for Valravan,
to break his magic seal.
if you fought Valravan first, it would also unlock.
Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
I'm not going to say too much on it because it could be construed as spoilers.
Yep. Understandable.
It just depends on which path you take first, how you unlock it.
Yeah.
Which I would say saying that is not a spoiler. It's just, basic game logic.
Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like I'm missing a lore rock somewhere. That's making me nervous.
I mean, you can always run back through these areas if you
Yeah.
find
assumed
a
as
lore
much.
rock. If you find a lore rock and there's a dot that's missing, you can always run back for it.
Yeah. I haven't really seen any branches where it could be.
Do you feel
Now here, there's probably one around here.
it's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different? An imposter world
Maybe.
where the forest itself.
Maybe indeed.
Also, the backgrounds in this game are just beautiful. Even
Yeah.
when shit gets put on fire, it's rendered, in a really pretty way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another gate.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open. You can do it. Don't touch it.
I still remember when I first playing this game when I was hanging out with Armored and he was deliberately trying to fuck with me. By, whispering into my ear while I played.
Yes,
Okay.
because he was wearing headphones that allowed for all the audio from your surroundings to still reach your ears,
Yeah, because you own open ear headphones.
or open back headphones.
Open back, yeah.
No. So I would just sit behind him, head almost on his shoulder, just whispering, stuff like, what's
Yeah. It's disturbingly effective.
Hey.
Yeah. Maybe I already triggered this by accident.
I will say you can undo with those.
Oh. Yeah, because I couldn't tell what I was doing wrong. No?
Do you want a hint?
Sure. Because otherwise I'm just gonna be running around.
Go back to the gate.
Yeah, that's
Or-
kind of what I was figuring. It's just probably have to go back to like
or-
the gate area.
No, not the gate. I mean, go back to those to the warping. I don't know, the trickery poles with a
Sure.
skull hanging between them.
Yeah, I see him.
So look through them, but look through to the right to that plank of wood.
Right.
Or look.
Oh,
go
on
to
the
the
side?
opposite. Yeah, the head faces the direction where you need to look from.
Okay. Wood. Trigger it, maybe?
Okay, I was mistaken. Sorry.
No worries. It's possible I triggered it and just didn't notice.
This one in particular is a bit of a, shall we say, elusive one. And I'm
Why am I
trying
surprised?
to operate off of. I'm trying to operate off of my memory from. When was the last time I played this game? Like well over a year.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's it. You need to walk up to the door first before the gates do anything.
Which door? Oh, I have to analyze the door.
To analyze the door on the top.
Okay, that's why it wasn't working. I didn't look at the door.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Okay, because now this probably works. Yeah.
Where are they? Can't you see?
Yeah, now it should be glowing, yo.
Yeah.
I hear something.
If you hear the sound of Valravan
Challenge me.
and believe
Hey, Valravn.
Valravn.
Where is he? It's all your fault. Valravn. Listen, focus. You need to focus. Focus.
Ooh boy. Now we're in the part where things start to get trippy.
Just a little bit.
Oh boy. There a lore stone around here? No. There. Oh, probably one back here, actually. Hold up, I thought I saw... Oh, no, I'm not going crazy. Those are eyes. Those are eyes in the stones. Okay.
Are you sure you're not just a little bit crazy?
Maybe.
Fight!
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon.
Okay,
you
it's
see.
Riverside.
We call such a person a Gelt. Some, like Truth, become Gelt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
Alright, now I can open this door. There's an area over here. I don't know if there's much point to being over here. Seemed like it. I guess up the ladder then. Oh boy. Voices in my head are not being kind.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get up? It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravn's tricking her. Valravn.
There's the stairs.
Yep.
Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer.
For rock. I think I remember there was one around
it's
here.
not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
I could have sworn there was like a lore rock around here that was like tricky. Oh, yes, I think I remember now. Wait. I think you have to restore the wall there. And when you restore the wall, then it spawns in. No? Huh. I could have sworn there was one like that.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's the... Maybe you're...
I'll figure it out later.
Okay. No, you actually were really on the right track.
Oh, okay. Oh, I probably have to... Okay, I think I got an idea now. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Let's fix that. Oh, I see now. Yeah, because I think I remember when we played together that there was one
The
here.
Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir.
I think I remembered
and that the
mentioning
world
it
of
as a
men was
really
formed from
asinine
his
one.
corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
They really used every part of the buffalo.
Yeah, waste not, want not.
Yep.
And they are pulling from actual Norse mythology for a lot of this.
Yeah. The thing is, this is so close to Senua's normal that I can't tell what's illusion and what's not, which is probably intentional.
Mm-hmm. I would think so.
Right?
We picture fear.
Oh.
When we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple.
MF Skull?
This kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Which way is intended? Oh. I'm gonna deliberately go out to beaten path a bit here. It's usually where they put the lore rocks. Oh, I can't even open these doors if I wanted to.
She can't go in there. Behind that? Valravan, he's there. She can't go in. Has to find another route. Druth says there's always another route. Find a way, Senua. Go round, Senua. Find your own path. There's a different way.
Oh, God.
Go.
Ah, yeah, these dudes.
Yeah.
Hammer boys.
Shield boys.
I mean, they have a hammer too.
Yes, but the annoying part really is the shield.
Yeah.
Fair.
And you don't really...
Behind you!
Oh, God. Here. Let's try attacking you. Ooh, okay.
Finish this! Finish this!
There we go. Come on, hit me. Okay. These shield guys are really annoying. Ah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, I do think they're meant to be modeled off after, like, legit Norse berserkers and shit, so they're going to be quite obnoxious and scary to fight.
Yeah.
In terms
Okay.
of fighting... In terms of fighting shield boys,
Okay.
the best technique I remember is just basically dodge around them when they swing and stab them, or if you can, because their attacks are really slow, do a quick attack and jab them when their side is open as they attack.
Yeah. Alright, one more shield guy. Okay.
Find a good position. Don't let them surround you. Stop them. Do it. You're close.
There we go. The focus definitely seems to be the easiest way to take care of that enemy type. Because it basically gives you a free opportunity to just wail on them.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how
That
the
is true.
runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Damn.
Dedication to hang yourself for 9 days in a row.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Odin didn't fuck around when it came to getting more knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, he's trying to figure out how to stop Ragnarok. So he kind of needed all he could get.
Oh, yeah.
Including ripping out his own eye.
Yep. Hey, sometimes you just gotta rip out your own eye, you know? That's how you get more knowledge.
It's like to leave everything behind.
Also, less depth perception.
Your home, loved ones,
I imagine you just adjust after a while, though.
deep into the wilds,
Yeah.
perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the world tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So he gouged out his own eye as offering to Mimir.
Ah.
He drank from the well.
Hey, topical.
Traded one way
We were just talking about that.
for another.
Mm-hmm.
Good timing. Alright, so I assume we got one more mindfuck of a puzzle.
And one more lore stone in this area, if I remember rightly with how this game works.
Yeah. There's only one more before the period, so I'm going to assume there's only one more left. And Armored, you mentioned we could backtrack to these areas at any point, right? So if I do miss anything, I can come back for it.
Not explicitly at any point,
Okay, but to a
but
point.
yes, to a point. So, an example being this is going to come up. Minor spoilers, but this entire area of, or actually, no, an example is this entire area of Surt and Balraven.
Yeah.
If you do not get the stones, the lore stones from the beach, like from the very first area, you wouldn't be able to go back there.
Okay. Well, good thing I
But-
got those.
While you're in Valravn and Surt's areas, you can go back and look through them at any point in time, up until the next kind of stopping point, so to speak.
Okay.
The song.
Yes, this is a fun one.
Yeah, because I have to figure out which one's right.
It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two. Listen, focus. Listen. It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been in the forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which forest? The forest in the wilds. The wilds. She left in. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds? She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness. Did she beat her darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Oh, I see.
Druth.
Okay.
Druth helped her. If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died. She thought the curse made her tainted. Druth helped her.
Ooh, boy. Oh, things are super trippy.
Yep.
The ravens. They've gone. They've gone. No. Half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where? Some are still there. Raven's helping. He's not helping. It's a trick. Quiet.
Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where have they gone?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. Almost. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Ooh, boy.
Just seeing more and more of her story be told.
Yep.
It's not a happy one.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking she's been through a lot of shit.
Oh yeah. This poor woman.
Yeah.
Open it.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of glom onto characters like this quite easily, so I mean, you can probably start to understand why I named my Chocobo in our Ryutama game after this character.
Yeah. Alright. Down that bridge goes. Bridge down. Well, I guess it wall down. Oh god, the visual effects are super trippy and they're messing me up a bit. Especially with the torches, the way they kind of... I don't know what the term is, but whatever that is.
It's almost like they designed it to replicate something.
Yeah. Oh hey, there's the last lore rock.
Huzzah! Lore stone!
Yep.
The Northmen say that Odin has two ravens. Their names are Thought and Memory, and each day he sends them out to fly all across the world. Upon their return, they perch on his shoulders and tell him everything they have seen and heard. In this way, he learns of things far and wide, and for this reason, he is called the Raven God. Senua, like Odin, you must seek wisdom through thought and memory if you are to succeed in your quest.
Alright. Well, now I don't have to worry about missing anything in this area. Oh, okay. I already know what I need to do here. Because now that I opened that shortcut... Oh yeah, anything in here? Yeah, doesn't look like it. Because now that the shortcut's open, I can go over here. Store that.
The ravens. They were gone. No. There's still three. There's three. There's three. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? She did it, but what does it matter?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glow, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, grow in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
The gate is open. Open. She did it.
Okay. It's open.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Alright, Valravn.
Overcome Valravn's final illusion to face him in his keep.
Side note, I love how smooth it, like, the transitions between cutscenes and...
The game is?
Yeah.
We can fight it together.
Last puzzle. Alright, that spawns those in.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Andrew. I guess I probably have to go looking for them again.
If I recall correctly, that'd be more a question for Armored, but he's currently muted.
Yep. Yep, nope, that was it. I just had to look for that again.
There's like a 10 to 30 second delay on my end because I'm seeing it through YouTube.
Yep. I set it to a low latency instead of normal latency, so it should be a shorter delay than you.
Yeah.
I wanted to set it to, like, basically super low latency, but it basically required me to, drop quality. So.
Ah.
I'm trying to go aim for 60 FPS 1080p.
Yeah, it wiggly.
Yeah.
It precarious.
It do be precarious.
Side note, ADHD dumb kid, I did shit like that.
Yep. I did too.
Because monkey brains say climb tree.
Yes.
It's coming back for me.
And when you're an ADHD child, you listen to monkey brain more than you probably should.
Oh, trust me, I'm very familiar.
I'm still here.
I'm wondering if telling how Senua's mocap actress got cast would be spoilery.
I'll give it a bit, I'd say. Maybe like once I'm finished the game, you can tell me how that happened.
Alrighty.
It didn't end well in the
I mean, there's a thing you can watch in the game that tells you, but
Yeah.
I can be.
You can overcome the dark.
I personally don't think it's spoilery.
Well, in that case, then feel free to tell me.
Relief settles in.
Considering you have actually played the game, Armor, do you want to tell it, or am I free to do so?
You go on ahead.
Down in the mind and fear.
Okay, so her
Deeper,
mocap actress
deeper.
was someone who initially was just doing placeholder work. She was just like a secretary or graphic designer at the company who made this game.
In the darkness.
Right.
Like she was just doing like makeup tests and stuff and like testing camera angles.
Hear me. Reach
But
out.
as she continued just doing the testing,
Take my
everybody was like,
armor.
"No, she's Senua.
Look into it.
Huh.
This is a
This
window
is
into
Senua,
the
so
underworld.
This is this mocap's actress'
You will see the face
first
of the
time
darkness that you fear.
doing the mocap and
If
voice
you
work for a
focus,
character.
like I have taught you to.
Because part of it
As much as the
is
darkness
that
trapped within its veil
she talks about
is trapped.
yeah the place that Senua is in the scenes that I demonstrated. I've been in those places.
Yeah.
So she was channeling her own kind of her own issues.
You trapped me there.
Oh!
Yeah. So now now that this cutscene's over, this is where you would have unlocked focus. Or where you would unlock focus in this fight, using it to break the shadows.
Ah. Oh! Okay, you're a faster one than Suture.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
He's quite the dodgy lad.
Come on, get up.
She's injured. She can still do it.
She won't make it.
Yeah, for this guy, the best thing is work your parries.
Yeah.
Because you can parry a lot more than you think.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of got the idea that parrying is supposed to be how you deal with this guy. There we go. Where is he? I'll be spun it.
Get behind you, you capable warrior. Remember your training. You won it.
Okay, so now he's doing ads.
Behind you. Behind you.
Heavy attacks. Okay.
Yep. You have now learned that you can parry his throwing knives.
And it gives you a big opening when you do.
Oi.
Yes, like I said, you can parry more than you
Oh,
think.
okay. I can parry that.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd he go? Okay, more ads.
It feels so good when you parry some of these attacks.
Yep. Oh god, yeah.
It's nearly over. Finish it. He's finished. She's ready. You are a capable warrior. Remember your training. Behind you.
Come on, bring it, buddy.
You're stronger than you. Focus. Oh. Find the solution. Where's the gun?
Get parried.
Focus now.
Okay, you can't parry that.
Anticipate your moves. I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time.
Mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to
I love how
Helheim.
Senua gets her moments
Hold
to be
it
like a
in your
genuine
mind's
badass
eye.
in this game, despite everything that's happened
With
to
every
her.
battle,
Yeah.
darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't
Also,
for
a fun
Joyce,
thing, just because I know about
a
this
chance
particular color from where I
encounter in
like
the
doing
wilds,
fabric stuff, and it's historically
not have heard
accurate,
the
the
stories
the
of the
war paint
Northmen.
she has on.
Yeah.
That's
she
woad
would not
blue.
have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
Okay.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
That. Alright, so I guess we're ready to go to hell then. Or at least get through the gate.
And also, it's very subtle, but they just, this is more just like a chef's kiss for them paying attention to detail. Whenever it zooms in on Senua's face in the cutscenes, you can see the cracks in the paint on her face.
E.
Yeah, they really kept such a strong eye for detail.
And as she saw them,
Love the mammoth skull you just walked by.
I noticed it when I came in.
shifting faces,
I'm like, what the fuck is that, a mammoth skull? Why is that there?
I believe woolly mammoths would have been in that part of the world. And
Oh really? I thought they were already extinct by that
skulls.
point. I thought they were already extinct by that point. Oh, well, I
You
guess they would have
would've
found the
been able to-
skulls.
Yeah, like fossil. I mean, the Greeks found the fossilized skulls of mammoths and was like, oh, Cyclops.
Ah. Actually, that explains why a lot of Cyclops designs designed them like mammoths, actually, with skull shape.
Mm-hmm.
can you see the faces too?
Because, like, you see the holes that are meant for the
If you
the
look
small
well.
holes on the side of the skull that are meant for the eyes in a mammoth and an elephant. An ancient Greek person really only understanding human anatomy would be like, oh, this big hole in the front of the skull, that's the eyeball. Them little ones off to the side, that's for ears.
Yeah.
Nope, that big hole is for the schnoz.
It brought mention to the face. Makes me think that there's one around here.
There might be. I can't remember.
Oh! Well, that was easier than expected.
Because of the delay, I imagine you're about to find one. Ah, there she is.
Just like I do. Once you can see
I'm
into
seeing
the
her now.
Yeah.
The underworld and all.
I just saw it and I'm like, oh, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Don't be afraid when they speak to you.
As Fail Trolls brought up earlier while he was in that, Senua's mother's mocap, like full
Did you see her?
FMV in this as well.
That was her mother,
Yeah.
Galina.
I feel like they integrated the FMV pretty well into this game.
A healer.
I agree. So far, it's been pretty good.
She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
Okay. I'm gonna assume it'll probably throw some new enemy types at me when I get back to the entrance.
Possibly. The dialogue that was just given, though, that gives you a big clue for Senua's history.
Yeah. Something definitely happened to her mother.
Well, also of who she got these abilities from.
Yeah.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, You may cross the bridge over the river
I mean, I
of
don't think the
lives to
game
Helheim.
tries to hide that something happened to her mother, just what happened.
Yeah.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate. Don't. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it.
Oh.
It's so dark. It's dark. The dark. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross into hell.
Part.
Yeah. Oh, her face paint's actually gone.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is a flashback.
This waking nightmare. Where all dreams
Hey Oni,
come
have you ever heard of what is called a blood eagle?
search
I have actually.
a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears to smother your fury
I'm just gonna be quiet for this next part.
and
Me as
banish
well.
your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
Well,
This poor woman.
yeah, she's been through some shit, clearly.
Oh, yes.
And Dylan got fucked up.
Yeah, that's a fucking way to go.
People romanticize the Vikings. Viking was an activity. It was Norsemen warriors who did that, and they weren't always pretty about it.
Yeah.
The gods made
I would say they're very rarely pretty about it.
Oh, yeah. They may have looked good while doing it because, like, legit Norsemen, their warriors included, were some of the cleanest of the time when you put our hygiene standards on people of the past. So they would have looked nicer because it was actually part of their religion to keep clean, to comb out their beard, keep it free of tangles, wash at least once a week with proper soap and all that shit.
The only one that makes any sense.
Which was unheard of by most of the rest of Europe around that time.
Yep.
I remember there being a document that basically outlined these Norsemen are a menace because they keep themselves clean and proper. They're gonna steal our wives for being too favorable. We must kill them.
The Norsemen are too hot. Oh shit.
Yeah. And they were not afraid to get themselves dirty in a battle. Because they had several different gods of war, and performing well in battle would get a Valkyrie to take your soul to Valhalla if you died. So they wanted to not only look good while fighting, but also look good for the Valkyries in both appearance and action, so the Valkyrie would choose them.
Yeah.
But they were fucking brutal.
Yep.
Yeah, when they won hard.
Yeah, just ask poor Lindisfarne. Like, cause it's a joke that at one point in the 11th century CE, the missionaries showed up in Norse lands and they hated it so much that the Viking Age started. I don't know if that's completely true, but I would not be surprised if that was a contributing factor.
Yeah.
Because, you know, take everything with a grain of salt, especially since our histories are not perfect.
No, they are not.
I still love the whole thing of the King of France giving a guy basically in his own country to say, stop raiding me, please. I'll give you your own country if you leave me alone.
Yeah, which now is just a region of France, that being Normandy, and Rollo the Walker. His descendant was a certain man known as William the Conqueror, who, his blood still lives in the current British royal family.
Okay, so big guy.
If I remember rightly, I believe Rollo the Walker was taller than you are armored, or thereabouts your height.
She won't make it.
Big boy.
The man was said to be so tall it was faster for him to just run alongside the horses than try to ride one. Because, like, he was literally too tall to ride a horse effectively and comfortably.
I can believe it because they don't have as many of the horse breeds that we do have available now.
Yeah. Maybe if that man had access to a Clydesdale, he would have been like, well, I'm not going at the same speed as the rest of the horses, but it's nice to rest my legs. Because I imagine, like, a draft horse would be able to handle somebody of your height or around thereabouts. Draft
Round
horses are
there.
fucking huge.
They are. Oh, I like that they actually have different animations when they're wounded.
And I'm not stating your height armored because I don't know if you want to say your height.
Which is fair. Just know that I am tall.
Yes.
Over 6.5 feet.
For if anybody's listening and who is aware of their existence, Armored is taller than Keith of the Try Guys, and that's, since you already said 6.5 feet, Keith has said he's 6'4", that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that man is open about how tall he is.
End it now. Watch out! Behind you.
Okay, second guy. Alright, that's shield guy down.
Apologies if I keep burping and I sound a little hyper. I had a mixed drink that it contained a coffee liqueur.
It's no worries.
Nice.
The coffee liqueur in question, if anybody's curious, was Mr. Black. That stuff is tasty.
Yeah, I need to get some of that because I want to make some White Russians.
I don't think we can get Mr. Black up here. I know we got Dr. Nicoli's coffee liqueur. Nah, but what you're thinking of, Oni, specifically is Kahlua.
Yeah, that's what we had last time we came over.
Yeah, the difference between Mr. Black and Kahlua is that Kahlua has added sugar.
Yeah.
But Mr. Black does not.
Yeah, the drink I made up for myself, it ends up tasting like a boozy, sweetened iced coffee, because I add a shot, like, I have a squeeze bottle of Simple. I put one or two squeezes of simple syrup in my drink when I make it.
Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess.
And I flip-flop between whether I use vodka or mezcal.
She will ask your business. The
Depends
Northmen
on my mood.
tell of the warrior woman Brynhild.
I mean, they're
who leapt
basically
into
the
fire and
same.
rode to hell to join her slain loves.
Like, every tequila is a mezcal, but not every mezcal is a tequila.
True, but I said I flip between using vodka and mezcal.
Oh. Sorry.
No worries, no worries, no worries.
I thought you said tequila and mezcal.
No worries, it happens.
Does this game autosave?
Yes, it does.
Okay, because I'm thinking it's probably about time to call the stream.
Alright.
Alright, well, that's the end of the stream. I'd say I made pretty decent progress for the first part, so I'll probably just kill it off here.
Hey, you got through both of the first gates.